Hello, welcome to Reflect and Connect Week 3. And this week we're on the topic of method books and music for school orchestra programs. I am reading it word by word, the title. Anyways, so we basically go over how you should be programming your orchestra's music. There's a better way of explaining it. But first we go over overprogramming. And it refers to basically selecting music that's out of the reach of your students, or that surpasses the technique and musical capabilities of your students. That's the definition. Anyways, so it talks about how to avoid it, and I feel like we talked about this a lot last semester in elementary methods, but we also talked about it in 251. I'm trying to remember your course professor, Dr. Webb. But we went over in that class learning of the proximal development. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correct, but there's three pieces you should have. So one that is easy for your students to learn. Then the latter one is it should be difficult but not too difficult, and it should be something you're able to rehearse or have moderate rehearsal time. And the third one is a piece that should stretch your group or push them, and this is the piece you'll spend most of your time on. And so proximal learning development, I believe that was the name of this model that we talked about a couple of years ago, but it hasn't been here. Probably. Anyways, it's been a year, more than a year. But little one is easy, medium, and then difficult. And then we went over just what's called the pieces and what keys are usually in full orchestra, which I didn't really know. So it's F, C, and B flat. And then we went to give different publishers, and then they give us the string orchestra's grade criteria, and I feel like this chapter is a lot of just review what we've done on prior semesters, but it was, personally I think it's very cool to see, look at the grades and look at the pieces that are associated with those grades, and I'm like, oh my god, I've done a couple of these in my high school orchestra, Ode to Joy. What else? I saw a letter one here, which I was like, oh, no way. But let's see. I know I'm scanning through it, but it's very important to me because I was like, no way. So let's see. I saw Brahms here earlier, and this was the one, the Christmas Concerto. It was one of when I went to chamber orchestra, it was one of the pieces we did. And I'm thinking of how my teacher would program his music, and I feel like it was very appropriate in terms of the students and the people that made up the ensemble. But yeah, when I first went into that orchestra, like his easiest pieces um, were challenging for me because I was just like a year into learning the violin. So yeah, it brings me back lots of fun memories of different pieces that we did, and I remember a lot of them that we did. So we did the Christmas concerto, then we did Brahms um, number two. It was like one in like I can't remember the meter, but it was like bada 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 bum 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 bada 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 bum bum bum. So yeah, looking back at it now, I could see the students that were there for more years than I was. They were, I could see them like with pieces that they were struggling with, and then which were harder, and then the pieces that like the Brahms, it was something they were able to do. So Webb, not Webb, Mr. West was really good at that. So